Hello, my name is Grace Ina of GfayDesigns. You could call me GFay. Thank you so much for stopping by this channel. This is new to me, and I'm going to do my very best to provide beautiful content, things that would inspire, things that would make us laugh, things that would make our lives better. And of course, definitely, we're going to be doing a lot of makeup on this channel. So I'm so glad you're here. Please tell your friend, tell your mom, tell your dad. Yeah, you can tell your dad too.
A million. You're looking like a million. Like a million. You're looking like a million.
All right, everybody. So over here, I'm using that brow pencil, which I really like. You can't really find it in the stores anymore. I usually order it online. Before I did my eyebrows, I did put Milk and Magnesia on my brows to prime it. And then I put that Smashbox primer on my lid. Well, the Milk and Magnesia is so that my brows don't get oily. You don't want an oily brow. And this is Chestnut. Kind of start in the middle and you work your way out and in. So I typically start in the middle of my brow. Then I work my way out. See? Doing it right there. With eyebrows, you just have to take your time. Every other thing you might rush, but I realized that if your brows are looking great, then you're 50% done. You don't want nice makeup with messed up eyebrows. So I spent time on eyebrows. Even all my clients know that. Usually when I'm doing their eyebrows, I'm like, we can't talk right now. Full concentration. So I blend it out so that we don't have like harsh lines. And you see this Truffle by LA Girl, I mixed it with the Chestnut. So, because if I put the Truffle, it'll be too dark. So I just mixed it with Chestnut so that I could get something close to my skin color. I don't want a halo. So I try to get a color that's close enough to my skin color. I just like my brows to be defined. Not crazy looking. So blend that out too. And then a setting powder to just set the concealer. I don't even know what this setting powder is. I think I mixed two benign powders together. And then just use a brow tint. It's kind of like a brow mascara to keep it in place. Now we're on to the eyeshadow. Use a large fluffy brush to apply the transition color to the crease. Somehow I always like using orangish colors for the transition. I don't know why. I just like it. And then I use the same color, but I think I added a little bit of black to it just to create some type of depth in the corners. Priming again with that Smashbox eyeshadow primer. And I intentionally use my fingers for this look because I wanted to let you know that if you don't have a brush, you don't have to use a brush. You can use your finger. And I really think that using your fingers for eyeshadow, and for some other parts of your makeup application, it does a pretty good job. The colors are not, you know, lost in the brush. They go on pretty well. Did the same thing to the other eye. You want to wear an eyeshadow primer for your eyeshadow, or else after a few hours, let's say you sweat, then all your eyeshadow would gather in the crease. They would disappear and get stuck in your crease. Went back with a brush just to blend that in. And here is Sephora eyeliner. I love this eyeliner. It's great, especially when I have to use it for my client. It's easy to use because once you put it on, it shows. Doing my client's eyes, I don't have all the time in the world because everybody has, like, you know, they're sensitive with their eyes, so you got to do it quick, and this does the job for me. I put mascara on. You can use any type of mascara you want because we're going to put lashes on this anyways. So yes, I put the lashes on without showing you what happens when I put my lashes on. Maybe next time I'll show you why I don't show people me putting on my eyelash. I could have done this before putting on the eyelash, but I decided to put the liner later. The only problem is you might get some of that liner on your lash, but it's okay. Prime my face with a Flori Roberts Shine Away primer. It's pretty good. I like it. Makes your skin feel good. And then I blur out my skin with this blur stick. I think it does a good job with, like, making your skin look blurry. Like you got airbrushed. Yeah, it's inexpensive. You could get it at Ulta. You probably could just order it online. And MAC foundation. I use a lot of MAC foundation. And right here is the NW45. Oh, sorry. 48. NW48 right here. And just blend it in. Blend it, blend it, blend it, blend it. To your skin. Yeah, it kind of looks orange, but trust me, it's gonna all look just fine when I'm done. Alrighty. Oh, and the brush I'm using is just an e.l.f. I think it's an e.l.f. foundation brush. Inexpensive. I think it's $6 or less. I'm not sure. I have a lot of them.
Doesn't need to show off. Whatever he puts on, he look like he about to blow up. He looks the bomb, no tats, no piercings. His body is a temple. He been reading 1 Corinthians. Never seen him on Facebook with a bathroom pic. You know, with the shirt off, trying to flex a little bit. Never in the club.
Okay, so I use this. I just started using the Sephora concealer, and I think it works for my skin and the look that I want. I like these concealers from Sephora. It has a little bit more orange to it than my Chestnut. The Chestnut from LA Girl. Sometimes I do wet the sponge, and other times I don't. I'm not even sure if I wet it this time or just used it the way it was. Go back with a foundation brush just to blend it out. Don't want to see like the lines on your face. Blend out the highlight. into the rest of the skin. And I come back with the contour concealer. So I actually mixed my NW48 with a Truffle from LA Girl. That Truffle is pretty dark and it wasn't going to work without mixing it. So mixed it with a little bit of my foundation before applying it to my face. Blending, blending, blend, keep on blending. I pinched the brush. I really don't use too many brushes. I use the same brush, just pinched it, made it a little thinner, and applied it to the sides of my nose to get my nose looking a little bit, you know, trim.
Never in the club, busy posing for the pics. That lifestyle is a recipe for hell. He does want to be in the mix. He doesn't go around dating all the fine chicks. He praying, waiting on the Lord, and one day he will find his wife.
Went back to apply the leftover of my highlight to the nose because I kind of over trimmed it. See, back again at it, blending everything in with a brush, the foundation brush. Then I do my happy dance to no music. No music is playing right now, just me.
You don't need a bird on your chest to look fly. You don't need a pound of makeup. You don't need Chanel. You don't need Jacob.
This is the Dermablend setting powder. I am loving it now. It's so soft, and I think it works well with my skin. So all the areas that I put the highlight, I apply the setting powder. I really don't use a lot. I don't think I do. And then I go back to my the contour areas where I put the darker concealer with a powder that's pretty close to that color, nothing darker. So went back, the same brush I used for my concealer, just using it, applying it to the sides of my face. I really didn't want to put too much on my forehead because then it's gonna make my head a 3 head and not a 4 head, so left it like that. Just discovered this palette at Sephora and I really like it. The color is good for dark skin folks like myself, and the highlight there is good too, so I didn't have to use a highlighter from another palette. Just the same palette had the highlight and the blush. Look at that, those cheeks. And I lightly put the highlighter. I don't put too much highlighter. I don't like to look like I'm a light bulb, so I put enough so that when I turn, you know, my cheek can catch the light, but not too much. A little bit on the forehead and down my nose, the bridge of my nose. Again, I just pinched the brush instead of using another brush. A little bit on the top of my lip. And then just a little, the same color that I use for the crease, I'm putting it under my eyes. I did not used to put eyeshadow under my eyes, but you know what? I've been doing it, and I think it just makes your eyes pop, makes it stand out. And I like doing it now. And the tear duct, just the same color to give it like a continued look. I didn't want a sharp start to the eyeshadow. A little bit of mascara for my lower lashes. I barely have lower lashes, but hey, gotta show them off. Don't forget your brow bone. A little bit. Sometimes you could use a highlighter, but this time I'm just using a eyeshadow. By the way, the Flori Roberts lacquer, that particular one on the screen, the pinkish looking one, that's not the one I use. I use the kind of clear yellowish one. It's really good. You should get one. It's always nice to put on top of any lip color. Just makes it, you know, especially if you want that glossy lacquer look. And then I check myself out. Yeah. Ooh, look at that. Don't I like to bathe in setting spray? Yes, I do. I like spraying my face with setting spray. Now I'm going to do a little slow motion.
Babe, what do you think? You like it?
Yeah, natural.
Yeah, natural look. Okay, so now I need to record my intro video. Hi.
You don't need all the money in the world to look like you got all the money in the world. Then makeup shouldn't be your beauty. It should enhance your beauty.